Welcome to Banquet Breakdown.
I'm Jack.
I'm Sarah.
And we break down fictional relationships so you don't have to.
Welcome back for another episode of the Banquet Breakdown.
Welcome.
Woo!
As excited as we are for today, what's the sip, Sarah?
I have water imported from France.
Oh, really?
No.
Good old tap
I
water.
have ice water.
Ice water.
Yes. What's your sip?
I have ginger ale.
Nice.
In my corgi mug again, because I
Yeah.
love my corgi mug.
I like that mug.
It's so
You should bring more mugs over here.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each time, because then we have more variety coming
I
in
will.
and out, you know?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring me a mug next time.
Actually, shout out to my friend Lucinda because she actually was at Chapters this week.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "You need this mug for your podcast." So she bought me a mug.
Yes.
I paid her back for it, but
Yeah.
she bought me this mug that's it looks like books stacked.
Oh, nice.
It's so cute. So
yes.
once I see her again, I'll have that one, and then I'll bring that one too.
I love it.
Perfect.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta invest in more mugs, I think,
Yeah.
for this. You know, just for this podcast.
Exactly.
We're making it big, right? So.
Yeah, all of our 32 followers.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
I guess our podcast has we just got a notification that said it had 50 streams. So
yes. This will be a few weeks past that. But I know.
We're recording.
We're excited. Okay, honestly, when we started this, though, we were thinking 0.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. Anyways, I am so excited with how, our podcast has been going. It's been fun.
It's been really fun to record them too.
Has. Yeah.
Get to sit down and talk about our favorite things.
Every episode I've been listening, and every episode we're just this is such a good one. I'm so excited to talk about it. And we just genuinely love all of these topics. So
Okay, also this is really random, but I saw a clip from a Barbie movie recently, and I was like, we should do an episode about our favorite Barbie movies.
Yes.
Because we recently had a watch
We did.
party where we just watched a bunch of them.
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
Okay, we are talking about my all-time favorite movie.
Yes.
And one of your
top
movies
top
as well,
movies,
right?
For sure.
Austenland.
So good.
It's so good. And honestly, one thing I've been noticing is that it's not a popular movie.
No.
It is a very underrated movie.
So many people that I've talked to, they have no idea about this movie. And actually, I had no idea about this movie. You showed me this movie in college.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if we were at your house or it was when we were living together.
You might have been visiting.
I think maybe I was visiting.
My parents' house, yeah.
Yeah. And we watched it and I was just why have I not heard of this movie? I think it just kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah, which is funny because it has a pretty big name in there. Carrie Russell is the main character, and she's
Jennifer Coolidge is in it too.
Yeah. It's such a good cast. Consider this our way of trying to convince you to watch this movie.
Yes.
Because it is such an underrated rom-com. And again, my favorite movie of all time. I found this movie when I was in my first year of college. And I remember, I don't know why I watched it.
Yeah.
I can't remember if maybe my sister had told me to watch it or something like that. Someone in my life had said, watch this movie. It might have been my sister. And I watched it for the first time. And then from then on, for 6 months, I watched it once a week. I was dedicated to this movie. And I think at the time too, it's just such a perfect blend of comedy and romance in a way that doesn't feel I don't know, force at all. It just is so naturally funny. And it might not be everyone's vibe because it has a little bit more of that dry humor almost.
Yeah.
But it's so comforting. It's just one of those movies. It's kind of like Gilmore Girls, where you watch it and you feel like you're being wrapped in a big hug. And for me, it's just, I can't stop laughing no matter how many times I've watched this movie. It just brings me so much joy.
Yeah. It's so funny. I would say that it does fit. It has a mix of humor in there that I think it could fit everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
And even as we're talking, I think that we'll give some spoilers, but it's kind of like any rom-com that even though you know the plot, still go and watch it. So yes, I agree with that statement.
We should leave the end, because
the complete end.
We should leave that as a spoiler
because that is a good one.
The premise of the movie is that the main character, her name is Jane, she's obsessed with Jane Austen. Mm-hmm. And so she decides to go and have a Jane Austen experience.
Yes.
At a place called Austenland. So she, like, blows her money, basically. Yeah. Because she's, like, she's single, money. She's getting a little older, and she's just feeling like, I just want to do something fun with my life. I love Jane Austen. I want to be in her world. I want things to be simpler. Like, men nowadays are really frustrating.
I think that's the main motivation, too, is that she sees those Jane Austen books in that era of time as, like, she wants to be back then, right? Yeah. Simpler times, easier for, well, you think, kind of, for relationships or whatever. That's in her mind. But she's kind of like, I just want to go back to those times. Oh, yeah. She wants to, like, escape her world, basically. Like, she's just like, I don't like this era. I think it would be better to go back then to Jane Austen times.
Yeah, and they have a little montage at the beginning that shows, like, how she's been treated by different men in her life, and you're just like, ugh, like, and she has this one guy over, and they're watching Pride and Prejudice, and he ends up leaving because she won't pay him any attention, and, like, because he just wants, you know, probably physical intimacy, and she's like, watch this movie with me, it's so good. And anyway, so she has just bad experiences with men, and just wants to go and live in her world and have this
this nice time.
Where in Austenland, they set them up with an actor to have that, like, whirlwind Jane Austen romance.
Yeah, so the travel agent is, like, convincing her in the beginning, you should go on this vacation. Basically what happens is you get this storyline. So they'll have just a few women at a time that come, like the regular everyday woman that can come and book this vacation, but everybody else on the estate or on the property is an actor, is a paid actor. And so the actors are then trained to have these conversations, speak like back in the day, and like those kind of that we'll come back to that because I know what we're thinking of. But like the conversations and everything that they're doing is that of the Regency era or whatever. And so then the travel agent, like, you can see that he's selling her on it because he's basically like, you get to have your story played out. Like, you get to live and then experience and come away with a romantic experience.
Yeah. And that's what she's wanting. Yeah. That's what she's missing
just
in her
like
life.
A lighthearted romantic experience getaway.
And she has a friend that's trying to convince her not to go. Yeah. And her house is, like, full of Jane Austen stuff. And her friend is telling her at the beginning, she's like, this isn't just a hobby anymore. Like, this is an obsession. So she's like, if you go and this doesn't work out, we're making a bet here. And, like, if it doesn't work out, you need to take all this stuff down. Yeah. Like, she even has a cutout of the BBC Mr. Darcy.
Yes.
That the one guy punches the head off of. It's just so ridiculous.
Who is it, Colin Firth? Or...
Yeah. So it is a full-blown obsession.
It is.
And she goes to this place, and it's funny because she blows, like, her life savings, basically, to go. And then she meets up with Jennifer Coolidge at the airport and finds out that she is going as well. Yeah. And she's just this wealthy woman with money to blow and wants to go and...
And isn't she, like, already dressed up in character?
Oh, yeah.
She's already dressed up in character. Yeah. And they get picked up by a carriage, a horse and carriage.
No, they get picked up by a car, actually.
Oh, right. But then later yes.
They get picked up in a car, and the first of all, Jennifer Coolidge is amazing in this role. Like, she's just so funny because she doesn't know anything about Jane Austen, like, the character. Her accent is hilarious. And so she's introducing herself to Jane, the main character, and Jane is hearing what she's saying and being like, you're not a Jane Austen fan, why are you going to this place? And she's like, I'm gonna look great in those wench gowns. And then the car pulls up and she's like, they even got us a car from the 1800s. And it's just so funny. Oh my goodness.
My mother loves to quote Jennifer Coolidge in this movie. Like, this is the one that she quotes. This is the accent.
Yeah.
She's just so funny.
Goodness. Yeah. It's so funny.
But then they're basically they go to this house first and then they're
prepped on what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yes. And she finds out, does she find out then that she has the lower package deal? So she paid not
the
to
copper
have
package.
Yes. She paid to have the less experience, so she doesn't realize that she doesn't get the same things as what these other ladies do.
And so there's only 2 other ladies that are there with her, but they both have the Platinum Elite package, which means they have, like, the expensive rooms, expensive gowns. Like, they replicate the wealthy people in society back in Jane Austen's day, whereas they introduce her to the actors, like, once they finally get them dressed and ready to go and whatever, as she's the orphan that they took under their wing. An orphan of no fortune at all. So she's kind of treated like, that way.
But she is so positive about it because she's like, I'm just so happy to be here. I love Jane Austen. And for her, even just like being around all the actors, she's like, this feels so real. And that's what she wanted, was to experience that era, right?
Yeah. And so then you meet kind of the love interests, right? Because they pair them up each with an actor, and there's 3 women, so there's these 3 kind of main guys. At the start, there's only 2, though.
There's only 2 at the start.
And you're waiting for one to come, which is very funny. But then you meet this Mr. Darcy type character, whose name is Mr. Nobley. And right away, Jane is, like, taken with him because he very much gives Mr. Darcy, like, that kind of off-put, like, I don't really want to be here, but I guess I'm gonna participate. They have good banter, like, this whole kind of, negative, pessimistic guy.
Yeah, he's exactly like Mr. Darcy in the books,
And so she's like, oh, he's the Mr. Darcy actor, the character, right? That's the role he's playing.
But she also makes a connection with one of the hired hands, I guess you could say, of the estate, who helps her and actually is in the carriage. He's driving the carriage to the actual estate. And he helps her with her bags or whatever. And I think in her mind, she, like, makes this connection because she's, like, the lesser. Like, she's like, I'm not rich. I didn't pay for the big package deal. Oh my goodness, Millie. She's like, I didn't pay for the big package deal. I'm not rich. Even, like, I don't know if her mind, like, she's kind of blurring the edges of, like, reality and actor and reality and actor. And so with this guy, she kind of, you can kind of tell that it feels like this genuine connection that they're having at the beginning. When she's just like, you know, he's making comments about, like, oh, yeah, like, you know, these rich types or whatever.
The people who come here are so, like,
and
I don't like them.
She's kind of connecting with that. She's like, like, that's not me. And she's being very real with this guy.
And so there's kind of these 2 love interests, almost. There's the Mr. Nobley, who very much gives Mr. Darcy, and she's, you know, engaging with him, but he's kind of spending time with one of the other women, so she's not really sure what's going on. But then, she meets this guy who's, the hired hand, and they end up spending a lot of time together. Like, she'll leave the group to go and be with him, and there's some things that she can't be involved in because she has the lower paid package, so she ends up just spending time with this guy.
She goes to the stables and spends time with him, and and then even with Mr. Nobley, like, she's also spending time with him. They get paired together.
And okay, so then what happens is another guy comes.
Yes.
And Mr. George East, he's a pirate, I think he's supposed to be, or like a pirate captain or something.
He's like some kind of captain or whatever, and he I think I was just watching it today. He, like, just that day had been granted captain or something.
Yeah.
And then they were celebrating or
and
whatever.
He gets there, like, halfway through their experience or whatever. And then Jane is, like, at this point, because she's kind of being treated badly by everyone. Like, she's, like, being looked down upon. But Jennifer Coolidge's character is like, I'm gonna help you, and we're gonna make this experience worth it for you. So they end up stealing a bunch of gowns from the other lady. She's like, I can't remember. She says dumb as the doorpost or something. She says, she's like, she'll never notice. And so then they change her hair a little bit, make it a little bit more, like, attractive. They change her dresses because she gets put in all these, like, brown, like, really basic stuff, like, to make her look like she's poor, right? And so anyway, then she's like, I'm gonna get with George East, why not? And so she starts, like, flirting with him, right? And then this other girl that's there
Mm-hmm.
gets really jealous and says, like,
Yes.
pulls her aside at one point and is like, no, I want time with this guy.
She saves him from or she saves Jane
Yes.
because Jane almost gets kicked out. Like there's these like just insane rules for like you're paying this package deal,
Yeah.
and then they have these like crazy rules about like what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. It just seems weird. But anyways, that girl, she saves Jane and lets her stay on, but then she's just like, you can't be flirting with my man.
And now you owe me because I
Yes.
saved you and allowed you to stay here. So now you need to find a way for me to be alone with him.
Yeah.
And so then the lady who runs the place comes and says, like, oh, I've written this script and we're going to act out this play. The play is like...
It's terrible.
It's one of the worst but best and most hilarious parts of the whole thing. Like, it's so ridiculous.
It's so weird. And I think it's about like 3 different couples or whatever, so then they all have to be paired up.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Coolidge has like this major crush on one of the guys that she's paired with, and just like
very clearly
like and he
overacting
just
and
yes. And then and so then Jane, she, because of this other lady kind of like threatening her or whatever, she's like, okay, I guess I have to be with Mr. Nobley.
Yeah.
And so then they have to practice their lines, and they kind of like, she kind of gets to know him because I think she's kind of like put off by his character a little bit.
Yeah. And doesn't want to get attached because I think for her, like, if he's she calls him the resident Mr. Darcy.
Right.
And calls him every girl's fantasy and says, like, I think in her mind she just doesn't want to get too close because she doesn't want to be heartbroken at the end, right?
Which is interesting because she's just like, this, instead of looking at all of it as fake, she's like, he has to be fake because he's the Mr. Darcy that doesn't exist. Like, it's a no-go. So she's kind of reserved in that.
Yes.
But then gets to know him a little bit.
And he's very sweet. Yeah. And very caring. And like very much that Mr. Darcy type vibe, right? Yes. Where he's just like
There's this scene too where like when they first get paired up and they're like walking off to then go and practice their lines, and she's just like, she says something to him like, you're always so quiet or something like that. And this really good line, and he's just like, you just make me so nervous. And I was like, oh, it's so cute because you can tell that he likes her too, but he just doesn't know what to say to her.
But the hard part then becomes, because she does end up getting really attached to him, and they do this play together, and then they kind of have a moment where they run off together, and it's right before the last night where they have this big ball, and everyone who goes there gets like proposed to at the end of it, right? Like that's part of the experience, which she doesn't know if that's in the cards for her just because of what's going on, but she's kind of stuck in this place where she has this connection with the one guy and the servant, and he ends up backing away at a certain point, so she's kind of confused, opens the door for her to spend a little bit more time with Mr. Nobley, get to know him a little better, but then she starts getting really attached to him and doesn't really know what to do with that because she's now trying to figure out, like, is this real or is this fake? And you don't really know the first time you watch it. There's like maybe little hints here and there, especially if you rewatch it. You're like, oh, I can see like what happens. And I think this is what we're going to leave for you guys to figure out when you watch it, because you should.
What's real? What's fake?
What's real? What's fake? Is the relationship with the servant real, or is the relationship with Mr. Nobley real? And she's really wrestling with this by the end of it. Like, she has no idea what's real and what's not. And
honestly, watching it the first time, you're just like,
you don't know either.
No idea.
Yeah.
I think, like, this is probably one of the best written rom-coms for this purpose because of how things play out. And I think what I love is that even though you don't know what's happening with these characters, it actually does focus a lot on her and how much she's learned through the process. And you see that, like, especially even back when, like, then Jennifer Coolidge's character, what's her name? I forget what her name is.
Elizabeth Charming.
Oh, yes. Miss Charming. Do
I have something in my eye?
She's, like, trying to teach her how to say different things.
Blast.
Like, yeah.
Watch my mouth.
Sorry, oh my goodness, we just love this movie.
Yes.
But even back at that point, you can tell that, like, Jane is starting to get this confidence because she's like, yes, I'm going to go out there and be myself. And, like, she's just, you can just see that she's, like, starting to understand who she is.
Yeah.
And through this process. And I love that you can just so clearly see her growing as a character.
Yeah.
As well as you're just like, wait, but, like, what's going on with these guys?
Yeah.
But you can see that there's a lot of personal growth for her.
Yeah. Because I think even, like, from the beginning of the movie, you get the snippet into her life. She's always been very quiet and very reserved and has a hard time opening up to people, I think. And just is, like, doesn't trust people. Like, has a hard time just... believing the best in other people.
Yeah.
Which is why she gets so wrapped up
or maybe,
in the Jane Austen world. Because she just wants that to be real.
Or maybe, like, believing that, like... that she can have that. Like, I think she's so much to the point of, like, no, that's just in stories. Like, I want that, but it's not real. It's not, and so then she
convinces herself that it's
not.
And at one point she even says, like, I'm single because all of the good men are fictional, right?
Yeah.
And I think she really does believe that, but then you see this progression of her opening herself up to, even if it's just the possibility of a fake romance.
Right.
She opens herself up to the experience and you just see this character growth and you're along for the ride and you don't know which relationship to root for more because there's aspects of both of them that are really great and bring out these different sides of her too. And so, it's...
Yeah, one is kind of like this playful, funny, like... more like whimsical, I guess I would describe it. And then the other one's a little bit like slower.
That's
a slow burn.
Yeah.
But like... softer or whatever, I guess, but it's both of them have like their good parts. I think towards the end you then obviously are seeing very clearly which one it's going to be at the very end, but you kind of you're rooting for both characters.
Yes. So, I don't know. One of the things... Oh, go ahead.
Can I say maybe... Yeah. Maybe we'll cut this. I don't know. But can I say maybe that one scene where both of the characters are like... They're both sharing their affection to her.
Yeah.
Like that scene, I think that's okay to say, right? Without giving spoilers. Really but like, there's a scene...
They're both trying to convince her that they're being genuine.
Yes, and they're both like, she's leaving, basically.
Yeah.
She's heading home. And they're in the airport. And they're both like, no, like, Jane, like, this is real. Like, what we had is real. Like, they're both trying to convince her that this was real.
Yeah, and it's even more confusing for her at that point. Yes. Because she's like, I've left. She's like, why are you following me?
I don't know. Yes,
And actually, the reason why they end up going there, or why she thinks they're there, is because of something that happens earlier. That
maybe we can leave that. About, but, like, she stands, there's this moment, she, like, stands on the suitcase and she's just like, stop it, enough. She's like, this is not happening, this is not real. But like, I just love that progression of she's wanting this escape from her real life, but then she's finally in this airport with these two men being like, we love you, this is real, and she's just like, no, like, I don't want either of this.
And it's funny because she says, like, while she's standing on this random person's suitcase who has an I Heart Darcy bag, so like this person was at the place too, I think, or something,
or like in the area.
But she stands on his suitcase and she's like, you hear that, England? I am over it. And she just walks out. And it's this moment where she's like, I'm done with this. This isn't real life. I don't want this.
Yeah. And I think it's just this moment of clarity, and I love that moment because it's just so funny. She's just like, no, enough. Man, it's just so good. I think it's one of the best written rom-coms that like leaves you just very happy at the end, because there is a resolve, but we won't tell you what that resolve is.
And honestly, like, okay, just from my perspective, the first time I watched it, I had a very distinct pair that I was rooting for. And I won't spoil if that's the pair she ends up with, because maybe from what I've said, you could gather like which one I would have preferred, maybe, but I just watching it felt like this is such a fun movie. This is so funny. I felt kind of like I could relate to her in a lot of ways, even though, like, my life is nothing like that. But she's just very real.
Mm-hmm.
In and amongst a bunch of actors and a bunch of people playing a role, like even the other ladies that are there are very much putting on a facade, right? And she's just trying to be genuine and figure out who she is. And I just felt like, especially at the time in my life when I found this movie, I was like, starting college, I was trying to figure out my life, figure out who I am. And she just gains so much confidence that you watch it and you kind of feel that alongside her.
Yeah.
And then by the time the movie is done, you're just like, oh, like, I feel so good.
Yeah.
That was my experience anyway. Yeah.
I agree. It's just, it's a feel-good movie.
Yes.
It really is.
And I don't know why it's not talked about more, because it is so stinking good.
We need to hype it up, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
seriously.
it is on Prime.
Yeah.
We're going to tag Prime in this.
Yes.
Okay? We're going to tag them.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's on Prime. Go and watch it. Like, you can watch it for free. On Prime. Well, on Prime, but
yeah.
But it's available, and it's just such a good movie.
Okay, and just because we're trying to like convince you to watch this, what are some of your favorite moments, like spoiler-free moments of this movie? If you had to pick one or two. Okay.
I was just thinking about this. I was going to bring this up too.
Yeah.
My favorite moment, the like owner of it is kind of like, she's pretty mean to to Jane, because she's just like, you got the cheap package, like,
they don't even let her pick her name.
Yeah.
Because Elizabeth Charming, the Charming she got to pick, they give her Jane Erstwhile, which is not her real last name, but they, like, assign her this name.
Yes. And anyways, so they make her do these things. So one of the things that they make her do is, on the spot, she has to play a song. And... and, like, they have no knowledge of if she has a musical background or not. They're just like, yeah, go and sit at the piano and play something for all of us. Yeah. And so she's like, I really don't know. And she's like, I only know one song. And it's kind of like a play on what happens in the Jane Austen movie.
Yeah,
where,
Pride
like,
and Prejudice.
Yes.
Yeah, where...
And they make her play a song.
Yeah.
And she's like,
I'm not good. Yeah.
But she ends up going to the piano and she plays It's Getting Hot in Here. Yeah. And she starts playing the song. But then what's so funny is that Mr. Nobley starts singing along.
Like, just bopping his head to it. It's so good.
I love that scene so much. Because they're like in this, like, by the fire, and like in this very, like, they're in their gowns. It's after dinner.
Just before this, one of the other ladies, like, not Jennifer Coolidge, but the other one, she's... has a recording of the piano playing.
Yes, and she's pretending.
She's singing, and she's singing so bad. And it's so funny, so you hear this whole, like, and it's a, like, decently long scene of her just singing. Yes. And then you hear the click. It's so funny. Anyway, and so that just finishes, and then Jane goes and plays the song, and then the lady who runs the place
doesn't know that there's an option to play a recording.
She goes and, like, shuts the piano on her and is like, oh, like, why did you play that? And then she goes, I'm gonna retire early, and she walks off, and Jennifer Coolidge goes, that was friggin' awesome.
I love that scene so much.
Yeah, it's so good.
You're with people that are, like, in modern day and age, and yes, there's aspects of the, that era that you like, but you can't you can't go fully back. Come on, guys. Yeah. We love our music. Yeah. Yeah, what's your favorite scene? Or favorite moment?
I don't even know if I could pick a favorite, but there's two that kind of stand out to me right now after just recently watching it again. Is one when the other lady who ends up saving her and, like, keeping her there, she gets in trouble for having a phone, which is hilarious because, first of all, like, all of the other women, the ones who are wealthy and paid to be there and have the bigger package, have, like, TVs in their room. But they find out she kept her phone with her, and they find it, and they're about to kick her out, and then this other girl, like, decides to save her. Yeah. And because she wants to be with this guy, and whatever, there's some reasons why she saves her, but she pulls her aside, and she's like, now that we are bosom sisters, I can finally confide in you. And she's like, you must call me Amelia. And she does this, like, stupid run, and it's so funny. And honestly, when I first watched this movie, me and one of my roommates in my first year of college, we would just do that run. So I made her watch it with me. Yes. It was so funny. Like,
that character also, like, she
She's
gets hit in the eye with an arrow, with a fake arrow.
During the play.
And then the next day she has this eye patch all on.
Like, beautiful, but piratey.
Yes. She's just so funny. And she's like walking around with this eye patch.
Goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so good. Definitely go and check it out.
Yeah.
Because
that's one of them. And
Yeah.
then one of my other ones, first of all, like, any line that Jennifer Coolidge has in this entire movie is just absolute gold. But one of them is, like, right when so they just get to the place, they're at that first, like, little cottage where the car drives them to, and they're just getting to know, like, the lady who runs the place. She's explaining which packages they each have and what their experience is going to be like. And Jennifer Coolidge's character has this cup of tea and is just putting, like, 20 little sugar cubes in there. She's stirring it and whatever. And, she's just, like, saying these really absurd things in her accent. But then they finish talking, and I don't know if this was scripted or if this just happened, but there's, like, a big fire behind her, and she goes, "Hot fire for a warm summer's day." And I don't know what it is about it. The way she delivers that line just cracks me up.
Oh,
and
my
I just
goodness.
can't.
Her whole character is just so funny. Like, we should do that for Halloween one year.
Yes.
Oh,
and she also has this one moment because she's in A Cinderella Story.
Yes.
And she has this one, like, callback to it where
she does.
They're looking at dresses at the start, and she's like, "Oh, and there's this lovely color." She's like, "Oh, salmon.
I love salmon." And if you know Cinderella Story, she orders a bunch of salmon.
Yeah.
We need to watch Cinderella Story again.
Yes. That's a
also,
good one too.
like, side note, Hilary Duff is having a moment, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all here for that.
Yeah. Anyways.
We grew up on Hilary Duff.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that was random. But
anyway. No, it's so good.
No, it's so funny. There's more scenes too that, like, there's little subtle things.
There's so many just little lines that don't really go with anything that are just gold. And like, I quote them so frequently because they just, you know, like, come up in your mind and you're like, I'm just gonna say
it's just all ridiculous. Yeah. But, like,
in the best way.
In the best way, yeah.
Yeah. Because we were just, we were recently filming an episode about The Office where you were saying you don't like the kind of cringe humor.
No.
This is, like, almost there, but not really.
Not quite.
Yeah. And it kind of rides the edge of it without being too cringe.
I think it's because there's more going on. Because, like, I like dry humor. Yeah. But I think it's the Office scene that, like, there's just not a lot going on to feed into it, so it's just the jokes. Yeah. Whereas for this, it's like, there's everything. Yes. Plus the dry humor, plus then other, like, physical comedy as well, and it's like, yeah, I just love it.
Okay, one more thing, because I could probably list the entire movie as my favorite parts, to be honest, but there's this one other part where the one girl, her name is Amelia, and she goes to Miss Charming and she's like, "Oh, what beauteous skin you possess." And she's like, "Oh, really?" "That's 'cause late at night when I'm all alone, I put my face in the fire." And then her male love interest is like, "Oh, it's like being in a kiln." And I just, oh my goodness.
Oh, man. Or, like, when they do the pigeon shooting and she's like, Amelia's actually really good. Yeah. She's, like, getting everyone.
Jane is really good.
Well, Jane is good too, but I think Amelia also is good.
She like totally misses. She pretends she knows what she's doing, and then she totally misses.
Right.
And Jane's the one who actually shoots them all. Yeah. Yes. And then Jennifer Coolidge is like, "I didn't know we were really supposed to kill them." They weren't real birds, but
yeah. Oh my goodness. But just her look when she's, like, holding them.
Yeah. So good. I don't think there's a dull moment in that whole movie.
It just carries on. It carries on throughout the whole thing. And then even at the end, it's, like, a very good surprise. To the end.
Yeah.
A very good surprise.
You don't really expect the ending.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah. You've got to watch it. Yeah. I want to talk about it, but we can't. Because I think people need to keep that. That's important to keep.
This is our way of convincing you to watch it. We're not going to tell you the ending because...
And then you need to comment without spoilers that you've seen the ending. Yeah. And that you agree.
We should have, like... We should tell people some kind of phrase to put
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In the comments if you have seen this movie.
Salmon.
Or if you, yeah. Or tally-ho.
Yes.
Tally-ho is a good one. Yeah. Which, if you've seen the ending, is
You'll
also
know.
kind of relevant to the ending. So say tally-ho in the comments
if you've watched
seen
the
this.
ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. So good.
Any last thoughts?
No.
No.
I think it's good. I want to say, like, you know, a red flag, but there's not really a red flag. I mean, there is for one character once you find out the ending.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about
a few
the red
characters,
flags
but
without talking about the
it's
end.
just overall, like, there's just so many good moments.
I'll keep it spoiler free, but they also show you the back, like, behind the scenes of the actors getting together in between, like, when the women are all doing stuff. So you see all these, like,
they're on their
men on their break, and those scenes have some red flags.
Very much so. Yes.
But again, can't really talk about all of them without spoiling it, but
yeah.
Oh,
such a good movie.
Yeah,
man.
It's so good. Lots of green flags.
Oh,
The guy she ends up with.
Yeah.
Like, green flag.
Very,
all the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very green flag. Yes. And also, I would just say in general, like, the movie as a whole just has, like, a really good, solid message to it.
Very green flag movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of red flag characters. A few red flag, maybe things people say every once in a while.
Yeah, so good. Oh, man. Yeah, well, this was fun to chat about because we've seen this movie so many times and to just kind of,
we didn't
chat. We didn't have any notes.
First of all, we do need to comment on that because it was so funny. We were sitting down and we were like, we don't even need notes for this. Like, and every time, if you've been watching on YouTube especially, we have our notebooks every time because we like just having a little bit of a reference, right? We did not need that this time. No, not at all.
I think for some of the things I'm like, there's too many things that happen and I need to keep track of it all.
Yeah.
But this one, like, I've seen it so many times that I just
it's just woven into my brain.
Yeah.
Like, I can do the whole opening monologue just like that, just on a whim.
You quote it a lot, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's relevant to everyday life.
It really is. You can find a quote in there for everyday life. Every emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, with that, what's the fave of the week, Jack?
Fave of the week. Okay, this fave of the week is kind of random, but recently it was Valentine's Day. And on Valentine's Day, I was like, I don't know why I want to watch this movie, but I want to watch this movie. And it was Ever After.
Oh, yes.
I haven't watched that movie in a while, but we watched it again, and Brayden had never seen it. And so I was like, you need to watch this movie. And we watched it together, and I just was like, I love this movie.
I need to watch
It's such a good one. Oh,
it's such a classic. Like, Drew Barrymore, but, like, just so well done.
Yeah, it's probably, in my opinion, the best Cinderella story.
Yes, yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Man, I need to watch that now.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be on my list tomorrow.
Yeah. You have a week off, so you're like,
I've got a week off, and it's snowing outside, so movies and crafts.
Yep. Movies and crafts. Woohoo.
Maybe that's going to be my fave of the week.
Oh, yeah?
My fave of the week. No, my fave of the week is we were playing a game last night at your place, and we were playing Marvel Champions.
Yeah.
And that's been really fun. Like, we've played it just one other time, but I've enjoyed our late night game nights, and that game is really fun. I liked it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy it. It's a lot to take in the first little bit, but then once you get the hang of it, I'm actually really enjoying it. I also like just playing, like, any kind of games night with all of us. Yeah. It's just so fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have a good time.
We do. Lots of laughs, especially when it's late at night, like you can tell for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We're recording this later than normal.
Well, that's a wrap, I think.
Yeah.
And
again,
watch
you need to watch Austenland.
Go ahead and watch it. Yeah.
And if you don't like it, let us know why, because I would be shocked.
I have no idea.
I would be shocked.
I would be so shocked. Okay, go watch it now.
Go watch it.
Go watch it.
Let us know. And comment tally ho if you've seen it and you've seen the ending and you know what happens.
Yes.
And we will know
Perfect. Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to this episode.
Please like, share, and subscribe, and feel free to leave us a review.
Share your comments on today's episode.
And join us next time for another episode of Bangcat Breakdown.